So Preston Street Union is an Exeter-based affiliation of artists, and we create new work and learning through social collaborative processes. RAMM have commissioned us to make 2 pieces of work over the course of a year.
To make works in response to their theme of the year, which is migration, and in response to their collections.
We learned fairly quickly that the wool trade was a business where people came and went, where the wool was made here, traded overseas, but people came from overseas as well with those skills that were needed.
PSU were interested in looking at some of the antiquities collection and the history of Exeter, particularly to do with the woolen cloth trade. I mean, that's really the kind of basis of the wealth and the growth of the city. So it's a kind of important area of the collection.
I've done the first one, which was a live action around the city wall involving a 15-metre length of red serge. And the second is going to be presented in February for a few weeks. The second piece of work is called Anyone May Come and Go. It's going to relate to the tillet blocks in the local history collection.
The tillet blocks are these fantastically beautiful carved objects. You know, they're just wonderful works of art, really. And they were used essentially as a kind of quality control for the export of woolen cloths from Exeter. So the tillet blocks are kind of physical remains of this enormous worldwide trade. So I think they're really important and very beautiful objects. So they kind of seemed like a natural area for PSU to look at in more detail.
For our final show, we will be showing a carved wooden tillet block which has been made for us by a wood carving specialist in London called Senaku. We will also be showing alongside that a reconstruction of a tillet wrapper, and inside that tillet wrapper will be a length of wool that we used in our previous live performance. And on the tillet wrapper we're going to be printing from the block to create a new image, but it's also a modern day interpretation because the design will be one of our own making.
There was a local collector of tillet blocks, Harry Hems. He ran his own wood carving studio, and he had the most perfect little motto, which was faithful, not fawning. And we've taken that as a motto for our working process as well, because although we're trying to reimagine what a tillet wrapper would have been like, we're very interested in that idea of being faithful to RAMM, being faithful to what they've got into the collection, but we also need to leave room for our own position as artists and our own message as artists, and leave room for that contemporary take.
Working with PSU has given me an opportunity to learn more about the collections as well. They also have been on a journey as they've worked on these 2 commissions, one after another, producing really challenging and intriguing new work. And I think it's fantastic that Exeter and the objects here at the museum can inspire such great new works of art.
It's been quite an amazing journey, to be honest. It's been really valuable learning about Exeter's history and the wool trade in particular as a reason why the city was prosperous and is still prosperous. It's a big part of the heritage.
It's been a great experience to work with the curators and learn so much from them about the collection. It's also been a really interesting journey for the group.
And I guess that's why it's exciting to work with RAMM. All the history, all the research, but you're being asked to do something else as well. Not to sort of disregard what was there, but to take that and to build on it. And I think we have.